In today's lesson, we'll be going over cut tapping and form tapping, the pros and the cons of each. What are they? What do they do? How do you cut tap? How do you form tap? Here, this is a 1/4 cut tap. That's what the tool would look like. And then here is a form tap, a thread former. This is an M6x1. Cut tapping. Cut tapping is removing the material from the hole to make the thread. Form tapping displaces the material in the hole to make the thread. So with cut tapping, you're actually making chips. Form tapping, you're not. You're just moving the metal to make the thread. Cut tapping you can use on all sorts of materials. With form tapping, you have to be careful on what you use the form tap on. Generally, you see form tapping being used on aluminum, soft steels, and non-ferrous materials, plastics, things like that. Cut tapping you can actually use on hard steel and stuff like that. You don't have to be as picky. Cut tap though, a con of cut tapping is the threads aren't as strong. So that's due to the grain structure of the material, the fracture when you're actually cut tapping. Form tapping, the threads are way stronger because the grain flow of the material is compressed at the crest and the root of the thread formed. When you're drilling your holes to make the threaded hole, when you're cut tapping, you make the hole cut to the minor diameter of the thread. And with form tapping, you want to make it a little bit bigger than the minor diameter. Cut tapping requires less power than form tapping, and form tapping you can move at a faster feed rate than cut tapping. So form tapping, if you have that option, is obviously the way to go because you get stronger threads and you get to move faster. Some additional information: form taps last longer than cut taps. A form tap can go all the way down to the bottom of a blind hole. A cut tap doesn't have the capability to reach the same depth that a form tap could in a blind hole. In case you don't know what a blind hole is a hole that doesn't go all the way through the material. So if you need a thread that needs to go all the way down to the bottom of a hole, you're most likely not going to use a cut tap because of the point on the cut tap here. It doesn't allow you to reach the bottom of the hole where the thread former does.